Ladies and gentlemen, the floodgates have broken and the grift is very much real. It is a glorious day today, as we say in Israel. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Baruch Hashem. MashaAllah, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tal, the traveling clad, your favorite sweet Zionist prince. And today, we're investigating what Elon Musk has launched on Twitter. If you don't know, if you're not filled in, Elon Musk yesterday basically allowed every single X account to see where their location was in real time. And boy, is the grift real. Boy, is Pro-Palestine a scam. If you want to be a sweet Zionist prince or princess just like me, you can get the merch down below in the description at thetravelingclad.com. And let's just take a look at the news. So this is from Eitan Fishburger. Do I know Eitan? I don't. Never mind. I thought I knew who Eitan was. Here's a thread of prominent accounts that have been subverting the U.S. by flooding X with anti-American, anti-Israel, demoralizing, or Marxist content aimed specifically at Americans. Several of them pose as Americans, but now the jig is up. Add more example in the comments. Elon Musk is an absolute boss for doing this, by the way, because it literally just... I've been talking about this ad nauseum for a very, very long time. We know for a fact that Russia, China, and the powers that be from Qatar and the Islamic regime of Iran have been flooding you guys in America and in the West with anti-American propaganda to try to demoralize you. And now it's all open for everybody to see. Suppressed news. Date joined January 2012 in North Africa. Account based in North Africa. 7 users name changes. Last on February 2024. Eitan Fishburger, another one. The Resonance Partisan 12, account based in India. Conscious Philosopher, I'm pretty sure I've seen this one, account based in Serbia. Clash Report, account based in Turkey. Jeff Epstein, account based in Norway. Israel Exposed in Saudi Arabia. Gaza Notifications, based in Turkey. Fuentes Updates, based in US but using VPN. Counter APAC in Egypt. And you know what's funny, by the way? And here's a Palestinian journalist based in Indonesia. Account based in Turkey. Fucking Wassam Da'alul. This guy with the fucking black mark on his head. The fat ass Palestinian journalist who's died 50 times during the war. Poland. Based in Poland. American Voice based in South Asia. Ivanka Trump, based in Nigeria. Modern History, based in Azerbaijan. Torah Judaism, based in Philippines. Bringing the voice of peace from Torah Jewish anti-Zionist organizations. This is the hilarious part, too, by the way, is that the pro-Palestine grift is so real that when you call them out on this, they're going to be like, yeah, but the point's still true. The point's still true. Americans hate Israel. And this is why I've been saying from the beginning, I don't think that the hate is really that real. If you go on X, you'll believe, and you go on Instagram, the hate is really real. But in reality, I think the jig is totally up. Oh my God, this is so... We're going to keep going. I didn't realize the list was that long. I've been seeing people posting this all day yesterday. Nalia Ayad posted, does Zionism control the world earlier today to her 95K followers. Her public location, the Netherlands. Tiberius Files, based in Thailand, Morocco, Eastern Europe, and non-EU. Brother Nathaniel, based in Idaho, but he uses a VPN, so where is he from really? Alex Soros, based in Niger. Oh my God, South Asia, the Muslim cowboy, based in Saudi Arabia. Look at this. Look at this. And I don't want you to feel dumb, American Christians. You shouldn't feel dumb because here's the thing. You guys are pawns in their game. Pawns in their game. Just pawns in their game. They are using you. They are playing you. Oh my God. It literally just keeps fucking going. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because there's a lot. But I think that's basically most of what the content is today that we're going to be showing here. Here's the general. This is unreal. Jamie Mitchell, account based in Turkey. Can you imagine? I saw, by the way, America Only, America First, Make America Great Again. Look at that. The account based in Turkey. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe now, okay, look, it says Constitutional Patriot, Ethnically American, Colonial Stock 1620, host on the Ethnic American broadcast, 140,000 followers. How many of those followers are fake? Guys, X has been exposed, and I give Elon Musk so many props for doing this. And like I said, you guys are just pawns in their game of influence. They're trying to use the American public because we have freedom in America, and because you can pull shit like this off, and because the internet isn't policed. Okay, here's Matt Walsh. You live in Australia, and all you ever do is post about America and Israel. Worry about your own country for a change. Mind your own business, foreigner. Garbage human based in Australia. Oh, look who's a tough guy now. You are nothing but a pathetic Shaboskoy whose boss is a garden gnome. If you had a fucking stones, you would have quit the Israeli wire years ago, but go ahead and keep owning the libs and tunes like it's 2017. I read this in an Australian accent. Isn't it literally illegal to post most of what you do in Australia? It is. I'm posting all this from my jail cell that I share with a kangaroo and a wombat. Oh my God, that is fucking hilarious. They're just catching them, and they're getting cornered live. This is truly remarkable stuff. Here's the Persian Jewish. Turns out the Gazan journalist who built his career spreading lies for Hamas and telling Jews to go back to Poland lives in Poland, not Gaza. Inside our tents, we're freezing. My children are trembling. Gaza is freezing. Account based in Poland. Okay, in reality, by the way, Motassim, he literally is in Gaza. He's just probably being handled by a team of Qataris or Islamic regime of Iran that are using a proxy in Poland. All it proves is that these guys all have handlers, and this is part of a actual bigger conspiracy that is using to subvert the West and subvert the U.S. public. This is really fascinating. I feel like we've discovered a big conspiracy here altogether as a family. Afghan Zoroastrian post, let the world know this. This is what Islam does to your society, your country, and your people.
In 1971, I graduated from college here in New York. And that year, women in Switzerland were granted the right to vote. Women in Afghanistan, of course, had enjoyed that right already for half a century. Women in Afghanistan received the vote in 1919, 30 years before the women in France. No, 20, my math is bad. Well before women in the United States received the right to vote. The way that this culture, this society has been upended is a cautionary tale for the rest of the world. In the 70s, most of the civil servants were women, over half the teachers, doctors. There were women jurists, lawyers, in every profession. And then the world upended. And today, in Kabul, a female cat has more freedoms than a woman. A cat may go sit on her front stoop and feel the sun on her face. She may chase a squirrel into the park. A squirrel has more rights than a girl in Afghanistan today because the public parks have.
Yeah, I don't really know. Was this supposed to be a surprising clip? I'm not blaming my team here for sending me this clip, but like this is known, and I feel like it gives no more credence to the point that Meryl Streep is giving it. If anything, it kind of hurts the cause a little bit more because it comes off as a little like the audacity of sharing this information. But the reality is, yes. Afghanistan is a Hindu country that was colonized by Muslims violently. And they continue their colonization today. And they continue their oppression and ethnic cleansing of anybody who doesn't subscribe to the exact worldview that they do. And they do this every single day, day in, day out. Nothing is going to change, lest we as a society decide that we refuse and reject Islamism. But the problem is that the average Afghani citizen, okay, the average male in Afghanistan, the ones who really do have the power there, they not only they're not opposed to it, they actively feed into the system that oppresses themselves. They enjoy it. They like it. They believe in it. And I don't really know how you undo that. I think the best thing that we can do is just safeguard our societies to make sure that they're not feeling coaxed into converting or bringing their ideology over to us. I think that's probably the most important thing that we can all do. Let's take a look at this clip.
Hi everyone, I really want to address something very, very important. I'm someone that really stands for justice. I stand for what's right, and I will stand up for what I believe is wrong. And lately, I was leading in the voting category on the Miss Universe app for the most beautiful people. And it was the only category on the application that didn't close, and they didn't award anyone out of all of the other categories, even though the competition was over. I was leading it by far, and we only had maybe 30 minutes until the voting closes. And within 2 minutes, another contestant went up over 20,000 votes, which is very impossible to do unless there's more than one person voting. And it's not really realistic unless it's done internally. And I just find that this is very injustice. It's actually unjust that this was the only category still open, the one I'm leading. Anyways, the voting just closed, but I really had to say something. I have to stand up for myself, just like I stand up for other people. As a Palestinian woman, I will stand up for what's right. I will stand up for something that I see is wrong, whether it's for myself or for others. And this really feels not right. And I just want to make something very clear, which is that this is not about the award. I've gotten the biggest award. I've gotten the biggest crown. I've gotten the biggest prize by being Miss Palestine, by being the voice of my people, and everyone's voice that wants to speak up, that wants to see justice, that wants to see beauty and culture and all the beautiful things that I represented on the international stage. And so for me, I believe I'm already a winner, but when something does not seem right, it's a time where we have to speak up about it.
Weren't you like born in Sweden or something and raised? Aren't you only like half Palestinian? Also, I can assume that Miss Tanzania deserves the prize. Yeah, let's give it to Miss Tanzania. I like Miss Tanzania. I'm down with Miss Tanzania. She deserves it. Let's give it to her over Miss Palestine. Okay, unless Miss Palestine can explain to me where her borders are, what her capital city is, and what is the history of her country, but actually give me the history of her country. I would love to hear an explanation from Miss Palestine on that. They should ask them that question on stage. That should be a question that they must explain when running for Miss Palestine. All right, let's take a look at another meme here. Trump, my God, Pakistan looks like a shithole. That's London, Mr. President. That's 10 out of 10 meme right there. I take that one. Very good. Very good. 10 out of 10. Anytime we get to shit on Pakistan a little bit, as a happy tall. I don't like Pakistan. Breaking, the founder of the track AIPAC, the group smearing pro-Israel U.S. politicians as foreign agents, is a self-proclaimed Marxist living in Germany. She lives in Kuwait, the Philippines, and now Germany, all while volunteering with various U.S. left-wing groups. Founder of America First AIPAC Tracker is self-proclaimed Marxist who lives in Germany. The group has often been accused of pro-Israel politician of bowing to foreign influence. Yup. Here's the other co-founder, Casey Kennedy. Yup. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's all out in the open now. If you still believe that this whole America First bullshit shtick, and this isn't me saying that I'm anti-America First. I like the idea of Americans being for America First. I think that's not a bad idea. It's just if you believe that what you're seeing right now, all this overwhelming hatred for Israel, everybody hates the Jews, never the Jews. If you think that all of this is rooted in fact and reality, just remember, Nick Fuentes is a gay Mexican. And now he's come out as a fucking communist. Like an open communist socialist. He's 100% that. He wants to destroy the right. He wants to destroy the Republican Party. If you believe that Candace Owens is a Republican and American First, she is an autistic black girl who can barely handle stringing one line of consciences together. And if you think that Tucker Carlson is your leader on the right, he was molested by demons, ladies and gentlemen. He was molested by demons, and he's a billionaire. Probably, allegedly, to everything I said so far. I'll see you guys next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
Has this ever happened to you? Hey, are you a Zionist?
What is this hesitation?
You think Judah the Maccabee was hesitating when he's fighting for Israel? Here, take this. You think Queen Esther hesitated before stopping Haman from ending the Jews of Persia? Well, hey Habibi, you think Herzl thought he was a white colonizer as he Zionized the Jews of Europa? Listen kid, I don't care if you're a Muslim, a Jew or a Christian. You're a Zionist, right? Yeah. Well, a good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys some provocative merchandise. They do? Absolutely, a pinch of I have some incredible designs for you, Yeled. They say everything promised to you 3,000 years ago. Here, take a shirt with a matching hat. For you, good price. They say they kick you from 109 countries. Here, join the 109 club. Take shirt and matching hat. For you, good price. Habibi, you want to Zionize? Here, take shirt, matching hat. You like Kuba Selek shel Safta? Here, take shirt, matching hat. Take sticker, take hoodie, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take. Yossi, achi, he understand you, stop! A good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys merch. Yalla, Habibi, for you, good price.
If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.